Oh, this is so cool. What's up, guys? I feel way less lonely now. Hi. Hi. I want to go with you. I want to go with you. Where are we going? Where are we going? Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to make something very interesting. So, what I'm going to make is, in the background, I want background ships to be flying back and forth to make this look like a bustling space metropolis or something like that. So, I'll basically do a quick summary of how I'm intending to do it. This is obviously take one, and I haven't actually tried to do anything yet, and that's part of the fun for me, is figuring things out on the fly. But the way I'm thinking about doing it is using a particle emitter along with existing ships to emit sprites along with trails that will trail behind the ships that already exist. So you will see various ships that you've already seen before, and you'll see them flying in the background to and fro. That's the basic idea. So we have the origin node. This turns off whenever you get too far away from it. It has a distance-based deactivation script here, but that might look a little wonky. So if you fly away from the solar system, you want the ships to not just disappear, because that would be strange. So we'll just add a empty game object in here. We'll name it background ships. We'll go ahead and start with some kind of emitter. Now that's the particle emitter script that I made. It's particle system. There it is. Okay, cool. Let's bring this way so we can see what we're working with. It is emitting a none texture type of emission, which is fine. We want to use sprites, so I believe there's texture sheet animation, which if you supply just one texture, and we're going to need 3 duplicates of this system. So I'll create a prefab inside of the prefab. And then this one, we will copy this, remove it. So this will just be a holder script. And okay, so we have our emissions here. We want our emissions to be an edge. We want them to go in one direction, so they look like a sort of highway, a highway of ships. Now, obviously, that's a lot of ships. So we're doing texture sheet animation. We need to supply some kind of sprite. Whole sheet, and then there's, I think I need to stop it for right now. Figure out what it's doing. Oh, we don't necessarily need a material. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, cool. So sprite 1, we can start with the big ships. So if we go to all of our A-sprite files and collapse everything so we just see the vehicles, we have a mothership and maybe it's a lock 2. Lock 2, so alright, that's the texture sheet. And then we're gonna need an material. So the usual material that these ships rock out, I believe, is the wing diver skin. Yeah, that looks about right. However, they're not the correct size. Not even close. So the pixels per unit is set to 4. That's actually correct. So the only thing we need to change is the actual size. Now I can increase this width. Emission rate needs to come down by a ton. It's more like it. Speed, they're going way too fast. We don't need the simulation speed, so start speed will be... We'll do some flying faster than others. That will make things real interesting. So 1 to 2. And their lifetime, let's just bump it up to like a bazillion seconds. If we want them to go for an entire minute, they're going to be flying slowly in the background. So, particle size. Now we need to get the scaling right, or this is not going to look good. And the way we do that is by... We'll just throw a regular sprite out here, so we have a reference. And that'll figure out our particle size. He's to the left. So these little... Oh my god. This is the wrong arrow. They're supposed to be this big. They are supposed to be that big. So we're going to adjust our scaling until we reach the appropriate size. Now if it's a 1-to-1 scale, I don't see why it's so small. Nope, still not big enough. Still not big enough. So probably 64? Ooh, that's looking pretty close. 72. Okay, 64 times 2. Now it's too big. 96. Okay, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. So obviously, now that we have our reference, so whenever we make the smaller ships, the start size will also need to be 96, which I guess is, the particles are just so much smaller than what they're supposed to be, and it might have something to do with the pixels per unit of the particles, which I'm not even sure where the hell I would find that. Like I said, we're not randomizing the alright, so we want them on various vectors. We're not going to randomize the start size because the ships need to be the correct size. They are moving turtle slow. Emission rate goes down even more. We don't need max particles to be so much, even though it's really not too big of a problem. I want the trails to render maybe underneath of the sprite, so we're gonna have some trails, assign a trail, and the trail renderer. Wing diver skin, we'll use a trail material. We might could just use that. No, I don't believe we can use that at all. That looks terrible. Okay. Trail materials, trail aqua. Yeah, that's more like it. So these trails are obviously huge. We still need to adjust how fast these things are going. Alright, for now, we'll turn the trails off. Hello, trails? Go away. Okay, yeah. This little hole, this gap, you're not going to even realize it once I push everything back, so we're not going to worry about that. The emission rate is still a little high. It wouldn't be a problem if they were moving a little faster. So we need them flying all the way out of the solar system. Let's see where our buddies are going. Fly, minions, fly. Okay, we'll do 60 to 120. And that will hopefully give them the distance that they need. Let's restart it. The emission rate's so low that we're not getting any ships. Alright, restart. It's been 8 seconds, nothing spawned. Haha, there it goes. There goes one, flying his long, lonely journey. There goes another at a different speed. Okay, we can probably start messing with their trails now. What? Oh my goodness, what happened to my material? Okay, we're going to the trail width over trail, we'll do a curve. So we'll start down here and over its lifetime taper off to nothingness. And the trail time, lifetime is 100%. That's probably fine, but the thing is, these trails are really long. If its lifetime was set to maybe 0.1, so honestly this thruster should not be licking out that far. 0.05, not double decimals. Okay, let's look. Haha, that's yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks great. He's flying all the way. Look at him, he's so far. And because these are of course background ships, we're gonna need to go ahead and push them into the background. Hey, no one told you to stop. 500 won't be far enough. So every system that we create that's based off of this one system is going to be very far in the background. You'll see them flying way down there. So since this ship is very big and takes up a lot of room, he is correct in having a spawn rate of almost 0. 0.075. Very low spawn rate, very kind of rare ship. 0, 0, the background ships start here. Can move them up, so start here. And they will fly all the way out of the system. It looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate the system. For this one, we're going to use a different texture sheet. Instead of the lock, we'll do the Dreadnought Starseeker. The Starseeker looks really cool. It says RG, but that's what the Starseeker looks like. Pause. His trail is too OP for his body. So we're going to adjust his trail ratio, shadow bias. I know there's a way to get the trail to go underneath the ships, and I believe that's in your renderer. So the trail, you have to decide what renders on top of what. Also, the sorting layer ID is going to be problematic. We're going to want this to be structure bottom. Or we can put it down there with the stars. That'll be okay. We have one ship flying over top of another. The trail is honestly just too bright. It's, well, it's not necessarily too bright. It just needs to render underneath. Alright, this guy is not as rare. So he can be 0.1. Oh, that's a ratio of how many particles get the thing. Shadow bias, width over trail. So if we maybe bring this down so it's not so crazy, decrease its lifetime to be half that of the bigger ship. So it's now, that's more what I'm going for. I still want the trails rendering underneath of the particle. What? Oh, that's cool. What in the world is it doing? What is it doing? Guys, what the hell is it doing? That's so cool. That is super cool. Well, I'll keep that in mind for future stuff. The ribbon does really cool things. But no, we're going back here. It is a particle. There's an actual trail render because you can like there's an actual trail render. But it's just, and this has its own sorting layer, but I can't seem to access it from the particle. Sort mode, we want the youngest in front. Sorting fudge. Okay, the shape of this edge. Yeah, that's more like it. System 1, we'll also do this to be 200. Give a nice wide. And adjust these values. And there's one more, the smaller ships, right? We want smaller ships to render, not dreadnoughts, cruisers. We can use maybe the F-22 or the F-22 is probably the most common ship that you'd see. All the carriers use F-22s and yeah, I've been meaning to do this forever. There's the F-22. That thing is big. That is not supposed to be that big. 16 pixels per unit. Yeah, if everything's the same, this should theoretically be the correct size, but it's not. It's not even close. Alright, trails. We can make this trail even smaller. Wow, you can't see anything at that point. Oh, it's the lifetime. Okay, well, I screwed that up. Go to Control Z that twice. The lifetime's okay. Make a little shorter the actual trail width. And the size of these F-22s, they're almost as big as the Dreadnought, which just isn't adding up. Yeah, if everything was the right size, then why are you so big? This is a more common ship, so we'll see a lot of these flying around. Seems to do like far left edge or no, it's random. All right, the only way to truly know what we're looking at. 90 with a negative. Whoa there. What in the world? So we can angle. Well, if I angle that, then the ships are still facing the wrong direction. There's gotta be an inherent rotation. I've run into this problem before and I couldn't figure it out, but that's when I first started programming and stuff. Line to direction. Oh my god. Oh boy. They are facing some weird direction. World space. Alright, we got another question for Google. So, hey y'all, inherent velocity. Subemitters. That's really bright. Inherent velocity. I've seen that. Let's based on their initial direction of travel, it's got to be this, but the problem is that we're using an edge. So if we used maybe a cone and we rotate the cone, because right now, if we just put this back to 0, alright, we have a cone, we rotate the cone. Oh my god, this is bananas. Arc, angle. Okay, that's like the cone's angle. Cone's a little weird. If we had a circle emitter and rotated that 90 degrees, well, circle might not be the best thing. This is aligned to direction is really funny. Why are you way down there? I can't see what you're doing. I thought it was gonna be a simple fix, but I was wrong. See, the ships are still right side up, but they need to be aligned to their direction of travel. And for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to do it. Kind of flattens him like a pancake. I wonder. Whoa. Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing it. He said... Okay. Duplicate. .16 pixels unit. System 2, we got the F-22s running in stretch billboard mode. And it seems I've rotated in the wrong direction. Go ahead and 180 that. So if they're angled left, then maybe it'll work. All right, go ahead and restart this. This is not a looping animation, is it? Yeah, it's looping. Oh my god, have I done it? It appears that way. But now our trails are totally backwards. This is kind of cool. This is very, very cool. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Oh my god, what? Okay, so... Wish I could offset where the trail starts. I mean, I guess I can. Technically this... Oh shit. This should technically do it. Yeah, that did it. Particles 25, max particle count is 25. Let's go ahead and set that to add a 0, 250. Alright, so now it appears that we have jets flying in the background. We've adjusted the trail to not look so retarded. I'll have to fix the other ones too. I guess that seems to be the solution if you use a stretch billboard. Stretch billboard, and then rotate your actual particle that you're going to be using. So I'm going to have to make duplicates of the other two. So if we go back to an edge system, yeah, if we go back to an edge system, let me close everything. There's too much stuff open and it's confusing me. Shape and edge. So we have an edge system, and if we take the global rotation, voila, we have jets flying in the background, going to only God knows where they're going. At different speeds, they're all flying off into the the great vastness of space and disappearing into the death trap over here. This is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, so we'll have two more modified particle systems, modified texture sheets. Dread RG, duplicate him. This will be Dread RG. We'll just name it particle, so that way I know I'm using it for particle things. Sprite, rotate canvas, 90 degrees, counterclockwise. Save that. System 1 has Dread RG's particle, look for particle. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. And he's being a little wonky, so we go to renderer, stretched billboard, set the scale to 1, and adjust his particle thingy. Man, that's weird. He's like squashed like a pancake. He really is squashed like a pancake. But maybe he's aligned to direction. Nope. No, he's not. I'll figure it out in a minute. Stretch billboard. This looks good. Stars, that's the render layer. Adjust this trail. So trail will be like the other one. It'll have its value in the middle and have 2 additional keys to prevent it from to basically control where it's going to start. Alright, that looks like dog shit. What the hell happened to this one? That it's squashed. Stretch billboard 1, that's the only thing we changed really. Unless well, let's see. 90 with a negative. No, it looks like it's tilted forward. Looks like it's tilted forward and I don't know why. It's nothing to do with the emission. The shape could affect it. It could possibly affect it. Because if you have rotation, then you have your particles going off into the distance at a strange angle. But that's not what's going on here. Pixels per unit could be off, but it was duplicated, so no, that's not the problem. Huh. Interesting. There's nothing to do with the trail. The trail wouldn't affect it. Why you look like Dookie and the other one don't? Oh. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if the F-22s are also squashed. Let's see. No, yeah, it's just different. It must have to do with the base scale of the actual textures. Alright, we have one more to do. Negative 90. They're fucking flying off into space. What in the hell? That's really funny. Alright, get his texture sheet. Lock to duplicate it. call it a particle. Log to particle. So 1024 by 1024 sprite, rotate canvas, counterclockwise. Save that bad boy, close this thing, and throw that into the sprite render over here. Texture sheet animator, find particle, dump. It's stretched oddly. Billboard, stretch billboard. 1, 2, okay. So depending on, alright, you just have to mess with it to find the correct number for a particular sprite. Our trails are being annoying as usual. So we're gonna drop down, add key, add another key in the middle, bring it up. Oh my goodness, we're going to shift this all the way back. And we'll give it some more lifetime. 0.5, oh my goodness gracious. 0.02, 5, 0.1. That one's doing a really weird thing. Alright, 0.1, 0.098. Alright. How does that look? Oh my goodness, please. It's almost there, it's just a little awkward. What in the... Oh my goodness. I'm messing with the wrong one. So these guys are faster. They're faster than everyone else. These guys are medium fast. And these guys are turtle slow. Okay, well, let's have a look. That was way more complicated than I was expecting. I am dead. As you can see, I am very dead. I need to join the F-22s and join them in their flight out of the solar system. That is so cool. And there's a big one. There's a big one, but you can see his trail is not starting where it's supposed to. None of their trails are starting where they're supposed to, and they're being stretched, which is kind of strange. They fly about as fast as I do. Some of them are flying faster. Shit. Oh, this is so cool. What's up, guys? I feel way less lonely now. Hi. I want to go with you. Where are we going? Space highway. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna figure out how to put the trail underneath the particle. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, some of them disappeared. They're disappearing. Probably because I'm about to get... Yeah, let me turn this down because I'm gonna get blown. I'm gonna get blown to shit. No, I'm just. Oh my god, I'm just trying to take the highway. Jesus fuck. They didn't want me to take the highway. Okay. So yes, the highway leads straight to your death. Okay, cool. But I will probably make the highway lead to actual places instead of just leading to your death, because that doesn't make any sense. You follow the F-22 to the next city or something like that. I think that just about wraps it up for this video, unless you guys want to figure out how to follow the Google rabbit hole trail with me and figure out how to put the trails underneath the particles. It appears I may have found a fix for the trail sorting order. So this is actually a new video, but part of the same video. It will likely get cut in. So the fix for trail renders, as you see, we have our trails rendering on top of our other things. This guy over here on YouTube says, alright, just click on your particle material, add 1 to the trail render queue so it renders after the trail. So if we have our trails here, if we want our trails to render later, it says add 1, and that will fix things. We want the big ships. Maybe got it backwards. So if we do 2999. Ooh. Ooh, I learned something new today. We have a trail. Yeah, trail is, that worked. That was a very easy fix. I don't know why Unity does not separate its sorting layers. So like a sorting layer for the regular material and then a sorting layer for the trail material. But using the render queue, you can definitely get around all of that. So that's what I will be doing from now on. Now to unfuck all of the trails. Yeah, let's do this. So the trail changes based on, it's changing based off of how fast the particle is going. That would change the trail's lifetime for this system. In particular, where they're going really slow is problematic. System 1's trails so we wanted it to basically size affects lifetime, size affects the width. That's not being used. Everything's the same size. Honestly, it might just need a longer trail, just because if it's shorter or whatever, it will need a longer trail. As far as this one goes, some of these are moving really fast and have really long trails, and others are barely moving at all. And then the F-22s, it's the same deal. That's probably fine. Let's have one last look at it. One last look, and if this system, let's see if it's will scale in any direction using my global transform. So inheriting its transform from the parent, it does maintain its rotation, which is nice. Well, hold on. We're gonna start the system. I had it out in the open, but what I'm gonna do to make it look proper is hide it beneath something. Doesn't matter what it is. So the background ship's here. Say we hide it in the middle of everything. It's hard to get a accurate read on its actual position, so I'm gonna do this. Set it to 0, 0. This is where it's actually at. And then its children, we're gonna push those bastards 1,000 meters into the background. Okay. Last try. For real this time. I've been meaning to do this forever, and I finally accomplished it. Didn't take too long. Now if I could get them to like warp away, that would be really cool. That is super cool. There's just ships upon ships upon ships. There's just flying. That is so cool. This trail is just getting bigger and bigger. Hey, who said you could shoot at me? Yo, are you shooting vertical? Or are you just that inaccurate? What's going on here? Oh man, that's messed up. Dude, why is he shooting like that? Yo, that is weird. That might have to do with the pull projectiles and the fact that it's a physics projectile. It's not a raycast projectile. So the pulling might not be resetting. The pull projectile might not actually reset. It's a lot of shit out here. Not a single fucking rock. Oh yeah, there's one. That is so cool though. How cool is that? We did it, everyone. We did it. At long last, our trail system is working. Now to fly to my death. There's F-22s all the way over here. Oh my goodness. It just adds so much atmosphere to the game. Yeah, as soon as I hear that, I know I'm about to die. Well, that's one way to die. Okay, that wraps this video up. Thanks for watching, everyone.